Happy Happy birthday if it's your birthday. Happy late birthday if it's in the past. Happy future birthday if it's in the future. My name is Lime Green, and welcome to the Out of Time podcast. It's the new game. It's a new, episode. And we're starting off with Five Nights at Freddy's. I was like, what game do you want to see next? After Ocarina of Time. And you guys voted. This is a fan-voted game. I've never played this game before. That's what this podcast is all about. Games I've never played. I guess I'll start off, talking about my history with this game first. You can't really escape. Also, there's not really a whole lot of music in FNAF, so I put on a 1 hour of the FNAF guide saying hello, hello. So that's what we're listening to. Link in the description. So, first off, where I first heard about FNAF. So you can't really escape FNAF if you exist. I'm going to laugh every single time. If you exist on the internet, you can't really escape it. But, once it first appeared, it made a big splash. I think I first heard about it. I think it was Smosh Games, Markiplier, somewhere in between there. And they both simultaneously, made videos about it at the same time. I'm like, I'll check it out or do some research about it. And I went on the wiki. People did not like FNAF, so they vandalized the wiki, and they wrote a bunch of mean stuff, and I could not understand at all what the game was about by reading the wiki. So I just had to watch videos about it, and I still I'll say watching videos really doesn't do it all that justice, I'll say. Because really, the best games to compare it to is Night Trap and Star Fox Guard, if you know those games. So I played a port of this, and all the ports are made by Click Team Games, and they made the software for FNAF, but other games that use the software include, but are not limited to, Five Nights at Freddy's, and say which games in the series, Trap Adventure 2, remember that game? Freedom Planet, the Sonic one, that game's pretty cool. I want to play that to completion someday. I Want to Be the Guy, and Baba Is You. That's a very wide array of games. I also want to say sorry if I'm harsh on this game, but I wrote that at the beginning, before I played the game, but I think my opinions have changed a little bit after playing it. I don't know. We'll just jump into this. So the menu, you jump into it and immediately, all right, 41 minutes. Let's actually talk about this game. The menu has half of Freddy's face, and then it occasionally twitches and reveals the animatronic shell underneath. That's a good. I like myself a good menu. You know me, I like good horror. And so you go into the options, and this game has cheat codes. So immediately, plus 100 points for this game. Shovel Knight has cheat codes. This game has cheat codes. Any game with cheat codes, just recommend it to me. I love me cheat codes. So this game, it's already getting up there. Why does no one play with, like, show off the cheat codes? I'm not sure. So I wrote down the cheat codes. You can have unlimited power. You have fast nights. Radar map. And then, so you actually get into the game, and it's an ad for a security guard to work at night shift. $120 a week, 12 to 6, not responsible for injury or dismemberment. You really have to, like, back out and hit play, like, a couple times to actually read it. Get the FNAF lore. Become like Matthew Patrick. Try and decode the timeline. And then you hear the hello, hello, hello. And that's very important. You can honk Freddy's nose. And the guy on the phone guy, if you will, he says they sing the same song for 20 years. See, I was trying to put together the lore. So, does that mean they've been in this restaurant for 20 years? Also, that night they talk about the bite of 87. The first night, they drop that lore on you. They say they want to stuff you in a suit. And then the phone call ends about 2 a.m. And, I was watching them at 3, and then the camera went dark, and they all scattered. So, every time, you're watching someone on YouTube play this game, and I was like, why can't you just, like, watch one of them on the camera? Then they would never move, And apparently, if you do that, I was testing that, and apparently the way they get around that is if you watch one of them on the camera, it just goes dark, and then they just run around or something. I got one of the it's me messages. I thought that was rare. I don't know. I got a lot of those. And maybe I'm thinking of the Golden Freddy thing. And then I said, in all caps lock, I was waiting. I thought 5 was it. And Bonnie sat outside the left door for like half an hour and wouldn't leave. So that was the first night. And night 2. They start moving immediately. Night 1, it's like, whatever, Night 2 is like, boom, Usain Bolt. Freddy this is what the phone guy says. Freddy becomes more active in the dark. Don't they all become more active in the dark? What is that? So, I also was reading like a little sign on the wall. Here's the rules for safety, it says. Don't run, don't yell, don't scream. What's the difference between yelling and screaming? Don't poop on the floor. Stay close to mom. Don't touch Freddy. And then don't hit. Don't leave after dark. It just says don't hit. Yeah, that very very interesting rules. I don't know. So I died at 3 a.m. to Bonnie. I was watching Chica in night 2 here. And then at 2 a.m., even worse, Foxy just ran up, and that was it. I was like, alright, I see Foxy running up on the cameras. I was just going to be like, whoosh, pull up the wall, but I was too slow. You're too slow. And 4 a.m., Bonnie was right outside the door. Then a little after, Foxy ran up. Smooth coasting, right? And I was like, 5 a.m., Bonnie just sneaks in. It's like, what? How does that even work? It was then, on the next try, I found out the map rotates around, or the cameras, I guess. So if you're on the camera screen, you can go to the bottom, and then your cursor can go up to the top. That was kind of neat thing I figured out. And then I died again at 4 a.m. to Bonnie. Bonnie is my nemesis. And then the next time it was Chica on my right, and then Bonnie, and then Chica, and then Bonnie, and then Foxy ran out of Pirate Cove. This is a stressful game. I'm not sure if you know. Foxy ran out of Pirate's Cove, and then I'm not sure like how this even happened or why this even happened, but Foxy ran out of Pirate's Cove. I saw Foxy running down the hall, and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna get ready. And I lowered the camera thing, and I went over, and Foxy didn't come. And so I put up the camera again, and Foxy was running down the hall still. That was the weirdest thing. I don't know, Foxy was like doing the fake out running, walking or running super slow down the hall. I don't know, is that a thing? And so on that try, exactly at 6, like my thing was like 5, 4, 3, 2, and then I had 0 power, and I was like, alright, we get to do the Freddy thing where he appears in the door, but exactly at 6, I had 0 energy, and then it went over to 6 o'clock, and Freddy didn't even appear in the doorway. That's how lucky I was. I was like, yeah, thumbs up. So it only took me, how many tries? We'll see. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4. Yeah, it only took me like 4. This game, it feels like it takes you more tries than it does. If that makes any sense. Maybe it's just like the horror aspect. Like you're dreading being jump scared. But I don't know. You know, like I've said, I've seen what's going to happen at the end of the game. You know, you spoiler alert, you just get the paycheck, and that's it. You get paid minimum wage for the time. but I've never experienced the playstyle, actually playing it. But it is a intense game. It gives you a rush, like it's hard to put in words. Like, it's very multitasky. You gotta check the cameras. It's like, uh-oh, there's one guy over here. One, go down. Lights, go left, go right, go up. At the same time, you don't want to get jump scared because then it's all over, and then it's, you gotta do all that again. But at the same time, you want to reach the goal, But so far, I think I am definitely liking it more than I thought I would. I'm looking forward to that's why I wanted to make this video as soon as I could, so I could jump into the next couple nights. I think I'll do, this is night 1, night 2. I'll do night 3, night 4, and then the last video will be night 5. I don't know if enough people want in. If I have the ability, maybe the night 6, night 7. I ain't doing 2020 mode. Yeah, 520s. That's ridiculous. But thank you for watching. Who is your favorite FNAF character? What is your favorite FNAF game? And why can I why is the only thing I think of when I say FNAF Fniffles? Let me know in the comments below. And see you next time for nights 3 and 4. See ya then.